All right, what is up guys? Jaret Campisi with the beautiful Christina K and my boy Rory. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing some parts on our 2021 Ducati Panigale V2. The build is officially beginning. We're gonna be doing a tail tighty, getting rid of the passenger pegs, and I'm really excited. Don't forget, you can enter to win this bike, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. We're also giving away a 2020 Ducati Streetfighter. Both of these bikes will be given away at the end of the series. If you guys want to help support the project and be entered to win, pop on over to the website. It's always the first link in the description below. Let's get this video started. All right, so the beautiful Christina K is going to be helping us do the unboxing today. She's just going to be heading over to the beach afterwards, thus the bikini. It's like 95 degrees in Santa Barbara today. It was 100 yesterday. Yeah, it's crazy. So I was gonna be doing the dyno, but since the parts came in, I wanted to get rid of some stuff while we have it, and it allows the bike to break in a little bit more. Rory also said there is a software upgrade for the bike, so we're gonna be doing that today as well. So it's good that I didn't do the dyno first, and that was one of the reasons why we didn't. Because we do want to make sure that we get the correct stock reading before we do all the upgrades and everything like that. So, okay, NRC, tail tighty, all of these parts we got through Manny at Moto Million. If you guys ever want to get parts from him, you know the drill. You can use my code CAMPISI. It'll always be linked in the description below as well.
Oh, look how pretty this is. It's
that
like
actually is pretty. Yeah.
Usually it's not blue.
That's weird.
Oh, wow, I like this more than the part itself.
Okay. Teens is just more stoked about the styrofoam.
Isn't this nice?
It's always great.
Yeah.
It is weird, huh?
It's very nice and colorful.
I wonder if that was on purpose.
That's so cool.
Yeah, maybe NRC did that for me for
yeah, that's what we'll say.
Maybe it was a special one, yeah. So we're doing the NRC tail tighty, which is this guy right here along with this guy. So this is gonna replace the stock fender. You can actually put this either way, and you'll see you can do tucked or else up nice and high. We've got all the stuff for it. In here we also have the front turn signals block offs to get rid of the mirrors. We'll be doing those in the next episode. And we also have the full single cowl tail seat too. We'll probably do that in the next episode with the front mirrors, but we'll see how much we have to take apart back here. It might make sense to do it today, so we'll see where we go.
I still can't get over this.
Okay, calm down.
Like this.
So do I.
It made me so happy looking at it.
Okay.
The other one's grey.
I know.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Don't you get on board either.
No, when you open up the package,
That is, he is a
you be
paddle
like,
guy.
Oh, it makes me
So,
happy. Yeah, so good job. Keep doing this.
Good job, guys. All right, let's get started. And actually, Rory wanted to show us something. Rory does a bunch of paddling out in the harbor. We're like half a block from the ocean, and he said he got these paddles that are actually full carbon fiber from Black Project.
Oh my God, it's so
What do you think,
light.
teens? Dude, that's a big ass paddle. Oh my God, look at that.
It's so beautiful. I like the gray.
It's called Texalon. So it's aluminium coated carbon fiber.
Whoa, I've never seen anything like
Black
it.
Project.
You don't get the UV, and you actually got a grip on it. Even
Oh,
so you
I
won't
see,
get-
because the water doesn't get slippery.
Yeah, and you won't get the shattering
That's
from the carbon.
That is super
Full
cool.
size.
I want to see. I want to see the bottom part there.
This is a blade. This is crazy.
Is this a bigger one than you had before?
I was using quick blades,
Uh-huh.
quick blade paddles, which are reportedly the best.
Oh, that's
That
right
is
down my
very
alley right
nice.
This is what
there.
I want to show you.
That is
Look at red.
beautiful. There's red.
Red
it's a
and
red
black.
tinted carbon.
Yeah.
Holy
That
crap.
is so cool.
Dude, that is actually beautiful. And see how it's a satin finish?
Yeah.
Or is that a matte? Yeah, satin, right? A little bit of a shine to it, but not much. That is
so cool.
gorgeous.
What's up here? Same?
Same. I did.
Your handle?
My first paddle I saw at night. Yeah. And
Dude, that is super cool.
I didn't see it till the sunrise in the morning. It was incredible.
Oh, because the sun came up and you actually could see it all?
Well, Chris from Black Project was awesome about it. And
Yeah.
I wanted to show you because you appreciate the carbon
Oh, yeah.
and your
Wow,
Campisi.
look at that. That's so cool.
That is really nice. So they're out of Hawaii, right?
They're out of Maui,
Maui, yeah.
and this is more of a race paddle. It's got a double dihedral, and it's a piece of art.
It really is, dude. That is beautiful. How much do these things run for one of these,
It's
roughly?
about 450, 475.
450 bucks? Yeah, well, it's carbon.
It's
I'm gonna
15.
take this and I'm gonna head to the beach.
Oh yeah, you're going surfing.
I'm gonna put it to the test.
Well, it's 15
I'm gonna put it to the test.
The holding weight is 15 ounces.
15 ounces?
It's light.
Holy crap! I'll put a link to them in the description below if you guys are interested. If anybody does paddling out there, check
They
them out.
make cool stuff.
Yeah, they do. That's super cool.
They're top notch.
Yeah. All right. So first thing Rory's doing, just pulling the seat off to take a look what we have access to under here. Isn't that hilarious? People complain about supercar storage. Look at what you get on a bike. There's enough storage to put this thing in here. That's about it. Look, and one fucking Allen wrench.
Couple tampons.
That is hilarious. Yeah, basically a tampon. Yeah, it's It's funny. I have my registration in here, and that's it. A piece of paper. That's all I can fit in there.
So in the old days, you used to be able to put some sort of a joint there, or maybe a cigarette.
Pack of cigs.
Just something.
Yeah, not anymore. That is crazy. Okay, to start out, we took out the lower bolts there, and I think it just slides down out of there, right? So it has like a metal piece that slides up in there, very similar to the Streetfighter. Is that the connector that we need? Is that the only one?
Yes, mate. Well, I'm gonna have to take it apart for.
Yeah. Look at that. So we're gonna keep all of this stuff and weigh it all, because when we take that off, along with the passenger pegs, I'm thinking we could save at least 3 to 5 pounds today alone. So the weight savings begins. All right, so what are we doing here, Rory?
I'm gonna strip it down to get. This is the main harness. So we need to get all the connections where it branches off into
turn signals, the backlight,
the tag light.
So we're gonna take this thing apart and we'll see what all's in here.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So that's what we were looking for. They got them all tucked away in here.
I feel like I'm skinning an animal.
I know, it does look like that.
But look how nice and neat it is.
They did a good job.
They label it.
Yeah.
They've even zip tied it so you don't hear that fucking rattling in the back.
Yeah, it's impressive.
You can't get this for Germans.
Yep. Yeah, that's Audi. Good job, Audi.
Yeah.
This is what you like to see, guys. Shop owner Victor's out here taking badass pictures of some cool multis. That's an Enduro model. Very, very nice. This one right here is my favorite. The Pikes Peak Edition. It's absolutely stunning. This is the same bike Carlin rode, set a world record on Pikes Peak. It's got that racing paint scheme with some dry carbon infused. Absolutely stunning. It even has the Termignoni slip-on on it with the carbon pieces, single-sided swing arm. 1260 motor that I love from the Diavel 1260. It's a stunning bike, guys. That right there, if somebody wants a freaking Multistrada, this is your bike. That is the cream of the crop right there, folks. So these are both available here at Santa Barbara Ducati. If you guys are interested, hit up Victor and tell him I sent you. And actually, before we put the tail tidy on, we're gonna remove the passenger pegs because they might actually be in the way. Dude.
This was Zoolander's idea.
Yeah, it was. Every now and then I have a...
No shit, he asked a question and I had to think, and I'll put my jaw back.
Right? Every blind squirrel finds a nut now and then, right?
He was right, you know, he's right.
I try to make Rory's life as easy as possible. I do plan these builds out, whether it seems that way or not. I actually do put a lot of thought and energy and effort into these. So we do things in the right order. At least we're not, you know, redoing things a million times. So, all right, we're gonna remove these. I'm really excited to see how much all this weighs because it's gonna be some legit weight savings, I think. So in order to get these passenger pegs off, there's a couple screws right there, and then there's a bunch inside that, which is pretty insane. You gotta be careful because that exhaust stays hot for a long time. Look how cool that looks though. I cannot wait to get the full tie system on this. It's gonna be so badass. One of my favorite all-time exhaust systems on this bike, with the way that they show it through here, and then the wrap around up here, and the new carbon one is a lot smaller than this, so you can see the pipes and everything blues in, and well, we lost a bit. Look at this. Rory thought he stripped the bolt inside. Turns out his bit broke. What the hell?
Fucking manly stuff. Right?
Okay. You been working out, Roy, or what's going on here? All right, he put some serious muscle into it and broke it loose. And actually, he said it was good that it was hot because that should make it a little bit easier to get out. But damn, that was scary, dude. You do not want to strip that one. All right, are they coming off?
I don't think so.
Yeah, this one right here, I can pull it right out.
No, you can't.
What's? Oh, you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's that spacer. It sits in there. See that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit. Are we gonna have to loosen this?
That I can maneuver it like this way and do it. But
it's like a Chinese torture puzzle. Look at that. What a crock. And that's where we get the term. All right, so unfortunately we don't have enough wiggle room to get these out because of the spacers at the bottom. So instead of scratching,
spacers, it's molded into.
Yeah, they're molded. Sorry, it's like a part of the rear foot pegs, passenger foot pegs. So instead of scratching shit up and trying to jerry rig it, he already pulled the seat off. We're gonna pull the tank up. And what, you think you'll have enough space then, or do?
Well, I think then I can get to the heat shield is actually secured to the bottom of the subframe.
Yes.
right? So I'm gonna undo those bolts and then slide it half.
Oh, okay.
And we need to get it anyway, because then we need to secure where the whole bolts work.
Yes.
It's gonna rattle around.
Okay, cool.
So it's one of those things. You know, it's how bad we know drive-throughs, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice to be fucked in the drive-through once again. It's nice, huh?
All right, so got the seat bracket off, unhooking the ground. We're going deep, boys. We're going deep today. What's it connected to now? The fairings? Unbelievable. The V2 is gorgeous, but because of its compact designs, it makes everything a pain in the ass to work on. You have to like, yeah, it's like a giant puzzle piece. That's why that's so difficult. All right, got the 2 front tank bolts out, there and there. It is attached to the fairings, so we're removing.
Oh, he said it. I didn't listen. And then
yeah. Well, I saw him flexing, so it's no big deal. It's just 2 bolts on each side. So this is one thing. If you guys are ever trying to take this tank off, there's little spacers in here. Watch what they look like. See that? So don't try to pull the tank up with those spacers in there. It's not going to work. So if you're, yeah, if you're ever pins, whatever you want to call them.
No, it holds the tank in.
Holds the tank in. Yeah, yeah. So now you should be able to slide this forward a little bit, and then there's clips here we can pop out. Actually, I'm gonna give him a hand. Okay, so Rory lifted the tank up. I was able to flex this piece just enough to pull it off of this lip right here. And if you see down here, those are the, yeah, that's the bolt we needed to get to. And actually, as he mentioned, we would need to retighten these down anyway, so we pretty much had to do this regardless to take the passenger pegs off. So I'll include these with the new owner, but I really don't see anyone putting these back on after this. My gosh. Okay, so we got the bolt out. Now we should have enough room. Pull it over to the side. There you go. And that's those are the pieces that they were on, sitting on right there. Those were the culprits. Those guys. Those 2.
We're gonna have to put those bolts back in.
Yeah, right. So that's
what holds them on.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why you need to get underneath, or that's why you need to get in here. Look at this room that he's got to work with. This is insanity. Okay then.
That's what we do it for now.
All right, so as if getting these off wasn't a big enough pain in the ass, Rory mentioned we have to get spacers now to take up this space that used to be there. So he just dumped out a bunch of spacers. This is definitely not an at-home project. This is a take it to the dealership project. So I think he found some spacers. They look similar to the ones that come with the Acura exhaust, I believe. See if those are gonna work. That is, yeah, that's gonna work for now. This is really only gonna be on there for a week or 2 until we do the exhaust anyway. So he just needs something that's gonna keep this from rattling around like a bag of dicks in the meantime.
But for everyone else at home, like if you're not doing the full system, you're gonna have to do something like this.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna need some spacers. All right, so we got the spacers in, got the bolts reattached, tighten down the one in here, and I believe
Tighten these ones up.
Tighten these ones up as well. And I believe that's it for now. And then just got to put the bike back together, and then we can get back to where we were in the meantime. Yeah. That has to be the hardest passenger peg removal of any bike.
You better have your missus don't want to fucking ride.
I know. Hold on, I'll just put the passenger pegs back on real quick. Hold on, honey, let me go down and put the passenger pegs back on. And then imagine doing all this, and she's like, actually, I don't want to ride after all. Yeah. That's when you just get a divorce there. Yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to do exactly what we just did, except in the opposite direction. Got these little tabs popped on, and putting the tank back together. And yeah, Rory was saying every time you touch this bike, you literally have to clean it. The white is like a freaking fingerprint nightmare, but God, it looks good.
Listen to what you just said to me, man. That is like handsome shit. We're gonna do everything we just did except in like the opposite direction.
For kids who don't learn good. I'm starting a school for kids who don't learn good.
You asked me if I care what people think. No, I don't care. Of course I care.
Of course I care. Alright, so I got all the stuff we removed on the scale. Look at that. Almost 4.5 pounds, guys. And then I'll put on the NRC tail tighty next. So actually, before we weigh it, we're just gonna put it together real quick. And the way that you do it is you take the screws, you put them in on the back side. So you wanna do this before you put it on the bike. We have it in the tucked position, because that's where I like it. And there's a little spacer that you want to use in there so that this doesn't hit the back of the bike as well. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll toss this on the scale, and I mean, it's not gonna weigh much of anything, so we're gonna easily save over 4 pounds. Let's see. All right, and there we go. There's the tucked NRC tail tighty. coming in at just under half a pound, which means we're gonna save right around 4 pounds. 4 pounds with our first mod. Not too bad, right, Rory?
That's 4 of my paddles.
4 of your paddles. That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts, guys. And that's weight that's up high too. So that's big deal right there. Yep. Very, very cool, man. That's how it's gonna look. I love it. Tail tighty is one of my favorite mods on any bike, man. Because now it really shows off the beautiful tail section on the bike, which they modeled after the V4. It just looks, it looks marvelous, darling. Absolutely marvelous. Okay, the next thing we're doing is we want to keep using our Santa Barbara plate to show some love, the SB Santa Barbara. Wait, SB Ducati Santa Barbara?
Whatever the fuck they are.
Anyway, in order to do that, we got to use this, and we're gonna chop out some parts of the NRC kit here. I wish they would just not have that part. So NRC, if you're ever watching any of my videos, I would just make those holes kind of like oval. Not oval, yeah, oval, right? Like a triangle, kind of? Let's see here. Pull that out of there. So yeah, basically, just make it a triangle. Don't have that little piece right there.
The triangle will work.
Right? Wouldn't a triangle work?
Yeah.
Instead of the stealth bomber.
It's like a space, but it's just less of a love heart.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we're gonna get rid of those parts right there, and then we can put the plate on. It's a temporary plate anyway, but whatever. Okay, so we got it all dremeled out. You can see the shape they look like now. Fits the license plate, and then all you have to do is use a washer to make sure that it doesn't slide on through and fall off the bike. They send over plastic screws, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but
we put them on.
Oh, they didn't send these?
No, we did.
Oh, we're using plastic.
Yeah, we're the dodgy ones.
Oh, we're the dodgy ones. Okay, cool. But the nice thing about plastic is you can just snip them off. Yeah. That way they'll be
acts like a Loctite.
Flush. Yeah, exactly.
Look at that. See, now we're square.
Look at that. Nice and juicy.
Like a finger in a bum. I'm being director.
What year is this for?
I'm thinking it's like probably a 90. Is it between 96 and 2000?
Okay. This is the coolest part about this bike. See the kickstand? Watch this.
What?
It auto retracts.
Well, it doesn't have a side stand switch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like this thing is all original.
It actually feels really comfortable. Like the tank like really holds you in. I've never ridden any of these old ones. But this clutch, holy crap.
Like I told you, it's the original slave cylinder. We've gone through like 6 generations of it.
It feels really like that. Look at the controls and everything.
Yeah, look, there's a switch
feels
right
like
there.
It wants to stick.
It's meant to.
Really?
See that? Look.
What's that?
Pull it back. No, twist it forward.
What is that about?
You go pull it back again.
Why?
There you go. Let it go. That's a fast idle.
Oh, to warm the bike up?
Yeah, twist it forward.
Oh my god.
People don't know that it exists on this bike.
What is going on? Dude, this getting the kickstand down is like, you could drop this bike so easily, because look.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, look how old the bike is, and you know, steel tank.
Still looks cool.
It's way cool.
Yeah, still looks cool.
You need to go through this
Alright, connecting the harness. We already know from before that SX is left, Sinistra. And we should probably still test it just to make sure. Okay.
But you notice what I'm doing, right? I'm as I'm sitting on the bike.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking smart, so I make it foolproof.
Yeah.
So I will try and beat myself otherwise.
Yeah. So this is the harness that we pulled off the original.
Yes, sir.
The original tail tighty there. The original tail section, not tail tighty. Okay. All right. Let's turn this puppy on.
We got a tag light, I see.
Do we have a tag light? Yep. That's good. Now we should have left.
Oh yeah.
Left, right, right. Cool. We're good. Beautiful. They're bright, dude.
Very cool.
They're very bright. So we stuffed all the wires inside, and we got the screws attached right meow, and it looks amazing. Look at that, guys. That is incredible. So tucked, but you can still see it from behind. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, turn that puppy back on. Yeah, yeah. Look at the brake lights, or the brakes. I see, and that's what's cool. See that, Rory, how it reflects up in there too? So it makes it even bigger, like the turn signal. That looks amazing. I'm very happy. So, tail tighty from NRC, we got it through Manny at Moto Million. Got rid of the passenger pegs.
It is clean.
4 pounds, dude. That saved 4 pounds. All right, we'll put the seat on. We'll get it off the lift. Christina's heading over. She's gonna check it out, and then she'll do some modeling in her bikini, so stay tuned.
It's one of those small things though, like we tested it again, and the reason for that is we stuffed all the wires in there.
In case we pinch something.
Yes. If we didn't test it, we probably would have fucked it.
Yep.
And then you can blow fuses and all sort of shit.
Yep.
It doesn't cost anything.
No. It takes 15 seconds, you know? Yeah. I'm really happy with this. Actually, I'm really happy with that.
It looks good.
It looks really good. Nothing's gonna be rattling or moving. It's easy to see. I'm stoked. That looks awesome. All right, so while we're waiting for Christina to come back, I figured I'd showcase a couple of bikes that they have. They just got this one in here. It's a 1200R. It is actually available for sale. So I wanted to show that. Clear clutch, slip-on exhaust, bunch of upgrades. Beautiful little bike. Even that little front fender looks really nice. That Monster 1200, you guys saw my first ride. Freaking crazy ass bike. I guess they sold one of the 821s, maybe two of the 821s. They've got some 797s over here, which Rory tells me these are even more fun than the 821, so at some point I want to get out on one of these. They have an XDiavel. I don't know why this bike's still here. It's fucking incredible. If somebody wants an XDiavel, someone come down here and get this bike. If someone buys this bike and you let me know, I'll come down and hang out with you when you take delivery of it. This right here is very tempting. Like, I really want to buy this bike. I'm thinking maybe a nice winter build. A Diavel 1260. I think that could be a really nice winter build. I'm not sure if this 1198 is for sale, but that's a beautiful bike. They have two V2 Panigales in red. Stunning, stunning machines. I actually really do like the red and black. That's just two colors, very classy. Available for sale here, Ducati Santa Barbara. So they got a bunch of cool bikes. I already showed you guys the Multistradas. That is an incredible bike right there. And then they've got some scramblers. I know they already sold a couple scramblers, so they're available too. And they can ship these anywhere in the country. So if you guys need bikes, their shop is always linked in the description below. You can hit up Trevor, Preston, Victor, and tell them I sent you. All right, Tina Wieners has arrived. How was the surfing?
Sucked. Too many kids.
Too many kids?
Too many kids.
Oh.
I like to surf.
Were there any waves?
No.
No?
Well, there was, but you have to fight for it. I'm not a fighter.
Okay.
So. I didn't paddle. I got a workout.
You got a little workout? Was the water still warm?
Not as warm as yesterday.
Yeah.
But I still went in and
just bikini? Oh, good for you. Those little kids were probably having a good time. Yeah, having a good time. Anyway, what do you think of the tail tighty?
Oh, it changed the bike. It looks really good.
So much better, right?
Yeah, a lot better. And with the pegs gone too.
Yeah.
That looks
Those
really
pegs
good.
teens were a bitch.
Were they?
Yeah, we had to take the whole tank off and take.
Really?
Yeah, it was take the seat, the tank. Yeah, because you had to get like down in this way. You'll see on the video. It was a nightmare. But dude, it saved 4 pounds.
Oh, nice.
4 pounds already. Doesn't that look so much better?
It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm
That's
excited.
like the first mod everyone should do.
Yeah.
Is just clean
Like
that
200 bucks, 180 bucks. I don't know what exactly it is, but and then you save 4 pounds.
So clean.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
So beautiful.
And then next we'll take these off, and then we'll put the single cowl that goes all the way across. So yeah, it'll look a lot better.
Yeah,
Freaking badass, right? Yeah, I told her.
Yeah, he told me that sucks.
Yeah,
But
I
good
told
thing
her.
we have a good mechanic.
I know, thank God. That's what I said.
Left in time before the video.
But I think we're actually going to push the bike over there and take the thumbnail photo and get some shots with Christina in a bikini.
Smash the bike.
If you guys are interested in seeing more of this beauty, she actually started an OnlyFans page if you didn't know it.
Halloween month is going to be
It's going to be amazing. We've been making some incredible content. So pop over to her Instagram. You can find the links to her OnlyFans page. And yeah, if you want to see more pictures of this, guys, my Instagram is always in the description as well. Look at her. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. So NRC tail tighty from Manny at Moto Million installed. Shout out to Santa Barbara Ducati. Rory always putting in that perfect work for us. We really appreciate it. If you guys want to be entered to win this bike, don't forget patreon.com/CampisiCustoms. Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one.